So which column do we use to construct the graphs? So actually we will have to use abundance and the average diversity. It's just called average diversity, but it's actually species richness. Remember the steps that we do during the ECOSIM steps? So we're choosing species diversity, not diversity. No, sorry, we're choosing species richness, not diversity. So this result is actually the species richness. So for your convenience, it would be advisable to write down the name of the site, because it doesn't show anything here, so you need to tell Excel that these are for DS, this is for MS. Okay, just this is US. Right, now we're ready. Just bear in mind the second row, it's actually of no use, so you can just hide it. Okay, so we're just going to use from row 3 until end of the results. So let's do the first side, which is DS. Okay, so you'll just copy abundance and diversity, the species richness. Okay, so abundance will be the x-axis, while the species richness will be the y-axis. Okay, so you go to insert and select the scatter with smooth lines. And so similarly, Excel doesn't really understand what you want, so you need to customize it. So what you want is the average diversity DS, not the abundance. The abundance will be the x-axis, so you need to tell Excel about it. So this is another useful method, useful way. Okay, select data. Okay, you don't want abundance. Okay, so you'll just remove abundance, but just make sure that it's on the right axis. So you just go to X. Okay, now so the series name is correct. So average diversity DS. The X value would be the abundance. So you select from the first number to the last number. Okay, then hit enter. And the Y value will be the average diversity underscore DS. Okay, so that's fine. Enter. Okay. Okay. Now you want to include in the same figure, you want to include the curves for the other side. Now we want to add the other curve, so hit add. Okay, and then choose the average diversity underscore MS, the second curve. The X value will be abundance. Okay, select from the first number to the last number, enter, and the Y value will be the average diversity underscore MS. Okay, so see, there's an addition of lines here. Right, so do the same for the third curve. Okay, just hit add. Series name will be underscore TS. The X value will be the abundance of TS, and the Y value will be the average diversity underscore TS. Okay, and the last one is for US. So series name is that. X value is the abundance, and the Y value is average diversity underscore US. Okay. Alright, so we have all the curves here, 4 curves. And look at this is the graph that we get. Right, so I would like to put the legend on the right. Look, so now we already have 4 curves here, but please remember to put the axis title for the axis. So like I told you, the x-axis will be the abundance or the number of individuals, while the y-axis will be the number of species or species richness. Okay, so now we can see that there are different accumulation curve for different sites, but if you can remember, this is the same curves that we get from the past software when we did the individual rarefaction curves. So it's actually the same. It's actually the same. So what differ this from the past is that it has, it has the very detailed number here. And if now we're going to do interpolation. Okay, interpolation, like I told you, we are referring to the sites with the lowest number of individuals. So in this case, the lowest number of individuals is US. So we're using US as the interpolation point. So US should end at number of species 151 here. So then we will use 151 for doing the interpolation. So what interpolation means is like you make a line across the 152, across all the sites, and from that 151 individuals you'll get species richness for different sites. For this particular 151 you will get approximately about 27.45 species. For US you will get about 222.42 species richness. About same with TS, but with MS you will have about 22 species. So ECOSIM can help you to get the exact number of species richness. Okay, how do you do that? Go back to ECOSIM and click species richness. So you'll get the same thing, the same box that you get before. So instead of selecting default, you will have to click user defined and you'll choose. So these are just the default numbers, so you have to delete that. And for this abundance level, like I told you, you will have to refer to the interpolation point, which is 151 number of individuals, referring to the sites with the the lowest number of individuals, which is US. Okay, so let's try US first, because US is the interpolation site. Okay, so run that, and you'll have the average diversity. You will have the diversity index, the diverse species richness for US at this interpolation point. So it is similar when you go to when you use Excel. So here you can get 150 at 151 individuals will have to about 22.42. So this one is 22.41, not so much different. Okay, then you'll have to copy the variance to the 95 confidence interval low and high. Just copy that. So how do you copy that? So it should be 22.41 plus minus plus 23 minus 21, and then you will have the 95% confidence interval. Okay, so then we can do for other sites. Okay, let's do with DS. Okay, so we already user defined at 151. Run. So this is the species richness for DS site. So it will be 27.532. Okay, so don't forget to copy this number. So the high confidence interval is 29, and the low one is 25. Just copy that down. Okay, do the same for MS and TS. Okay, MS, run. So for MS it's 21.43, plus is 22, minus is 20. Just copy that down. And for TS, run. So we'll get 22.53. Okay, plus is 25 and below is 20. Okay, so those are the species richness. Okay, interpolation point. When you do the interpolation point, then you will fairly make comparison between sites. Which sites are more are more higher in species richness compared to other sites. And when I told you to copy down the 95% confidence interval, is for you to know whether there are significant difference between is there a significant difference of species richness between one site to another. If it's overlap, that means there is no significant difference. But if it's not overlapping, for example, this one would potentially not overlapping with other sites, so probably DS is significantly different in terms of species richness with MS, TS and US. So that's what it means.